joining Loizos.
Can I be heard? Good day, everyone. My name is Loizos, as you heard from the introduction. Thank you very much. And I am head of the IT department, manager in Cyprus, Channel IT. And we're here today to present you, talk about digital threat protection. Although I have some nice slideshows and graphs and some nice numbers to show, I don't like that. I don't like to do presentations like that. It sounds to me like I'm trying to sales pitch you, to sell you something, and I'm an engineer. I don't talk like a salesperson. So what I like to do is I like to talk from experience, tell my story. So I would like to tell you a story today. In the past 10 years that I've been working in this sector with enterprises, we've done a lot of projects for clients, IT projects, IT service management projects, projects for enterprises, for gas and chrome, from airports, any kinds of projects, big, small. And throughout all those projects, I came across almost two common factors in all those projects. So what are these common factors? The facts. Fact number one that I came across in these projects. There is no total, no complete solution, no perfect solution, and not 100% protection regarding cybersecurity. So whoever tells you that, please stop listening. They're just lying to you. It's not true. So what I prefer to use as a term when I have discussions in projects and meet with customers is we try to find a proper solution, appropriate solution for the problems you have. So we analyze the problems and we try to find and deploy proper solutions. So that's number one. So what's the second thing that I find common in all those projects? So when the talk is coming down to cybersecurity and protection, everyone, and I mean everyone, is trying to define a line that they call it a perimeter line. So they put the company's assets on one side of the line, and the other side they consider it an external field. So what we have inside the line, we have servers, we have data, we have information, we have the company workers, and all the systems that we try to deploy to protect them, antivirus, CMs, and what's not, anything like that. So even after COVID, we understood that that line doesn't really actually exist. It's not there, because now you have workers working from home, from all over the internet, so firewalls and the perimeter firewalls are not enough anymore. So companies started investing in software-defined perimeters, in VPN, and zero trust relationships with other networks. So that's the second common factor. But there is always one sector, one point that is left behind. And that is, everyone is trying to protect the digital assets of the company, but is not trying to protect its customers, its users. So why they do not protect the users, the customers? Because the most common thing I heard is, it's not my responsibility. I don't really care. It's their responsibility to protect themselves. Yeah, although that can sound correct, it doesn't sound nice. So why doesn't it sound nice? Because if you're a company that is trying to build a relationship, a trust relationship between you and your customers, then you have to do everything you can to provide some kind of protection. So what we can do is put some pieces in that puzzle. What you can do to protect your domain reputation, your company reputation, and protect your customer relationship. So let's talk about those pieces of the puzzle. What are those? So phishing attacks. It's the most common factor now. It's the most common attack, and it's been on the rise since many years now. And it's on the rise because of one simple user. If I am a scammer, I want to attack somebody, I want to get some money, I'm not going to go and attack a multi-million-dollar company that has invested vast amounts of money in security. It's not efficient for me. It will require a lot of work, a lot of knowledge, a lot of money to try and attack and get money from a big company that has security. So it's easier for me to just attack normal users. So what's the easiest way to do that? Phishing. Anybody with some basic knowledge, IT knowledge, he can copy a web page totally. They can create a false email with imitating somebody and sending out those emails in vast amounts. It's not. It doesn't cost anything. You can do it in massive scales. So they do that, and they repeatedly doing that, and whatever they get, it's a gain for them. So it's very easy to do phishing attacks. So what do we put in the puzzle to protect your company or any company that is trying to prevent such things from happening? So let's say to do a successful phishing attack, I have to do basically two things. I have to create a web page that looks like yours, build it, and send it to your customers, to your users, try to trick them to click a button or to give some information to me so I can get my money. So to do that, we can prevent when they try to copy information from your web page to put on their web page. We can detect also that there is a phishing website right now, and we can take that down. And we take them down in a short amount of time. Also, somebody, let's say, is trying to register and is registering a similar domain name to yours. I have bankofcyprus.com, but somebody can go and register bankofcyprus.ss.com. Nobody can stop him. If you don't have that domain registered, somebody can buy it. So we scan for all that automatically, we find it, and we let you know about it. And when you know about it, when somebody tries to use that domain to launch an attack, then we just take it down. Also, let's talk about brand protection. So your brand has a digital footprint. It's everywhere. Social media, the internet, your web pages, emails, even SMS, everywhere there is a digital footprint of your company. So we can also have pieces in that puzzle protecting all those sectors. We can detect the malicious websites, we can detect malicious applications trying to imitate you, we can detect malvertising, that somebody is pretending to be you in the social media, and stop them in its tracks. But of course, always in attacks and scams, there are various stages. You don't start today and finish today. They have to do a preparation, and then they send out the attack, and they will get some data. Now, what can we do from the time that the attack is detected until it's stopped? There is a gap there. So we can use that gap, and we can even gather the data that have been stolen, passwords, credit card numbers, credentials, whatnot. We can gather it, show it to you, and make them unusable with automations and APIs to disable those compromised users before the attackers can use that data to harm you. So all that can happen from the time of detection to the time of the takedown. Now let's talk about emails. We said that it's very easy to use a domain, your name, and just send out emails as you. We can deploy, and we have developed the DMARC tool and the technology to stop that. So we provide a project for you in 3 months to take your domains and your subdomains that are sending emails out to customers and deploy a successful DMARC policy to stop phishing from using your domain name and your company as the front face to do scams to users. Now, we talk about social media as well. We monitor and take down the malware and phishing sites. We examine on real-time mobile app stores. We are even crawling the dark web stores for stolen credentials and stolen cards, and detect them, let you know about it, and also take them down. Now, if you want to build a trust relationship between your company and your customers, that customers can be other companies, they can be simple users. It's not enough anymore to just protect your company assets behind that line that we call perimeter. You have to provide assurance, you have to provide security, and you have to ensure them that even if somebody is trying to scam you using my name, I will try and I will make my best effort to stop them in their terms. So this is what we consider a digital threat protection for your threat with your digital footprint in the internet. Monitoring, identify and reporting, investigation that happens behind the scenes, mitigations, and takedowns. Multi-level layers, web browsers, social media, mobile SDKs, applications, all the channels and emails as well. And thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, I can try and answer them for you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.